Here's another Sons of Anarchy. I guess when I did this, I thought that the clear coat, the front was tacky enough, and I had this pushed down, but it must have bowed up a little bit because when I poured the, I had drizzled the black over thinking that it would be fine. It only covered just a little bit, but the red seemed to float under here, so it must have had a little bit of an air pocket right here in the clear. But I mean, it looks kind of cool. Looks like the symbol is just floating in there versus, it being pressed down. I know there's another one in that box somewhere. I did quite a few of these TVs just because they're easy to pour with not much resin. And I think this is what I'm going to end up doing with them. I poured it black and then I put a gold in there. And that because I thought it might make the picture pop a little bit. This is Harley Quinn and Joker. So I think I'm going to print some more like cartoon type stuff, maybe some more recent stuff, because I guess, well, there is a new Batman show on TV. I don't know. I haven't kept up with it. Batman Beyond was kind of the last Batman show that I watched as far as cartoons, and I really like that one, so maybe we'll do some of those. But I think it'd be cool to like put television shows in there, maybe even real ones like Sons of Anarchy and stuff like that. Just throw their, put a layer of whatever you think would stick out, and then a tiny symbol or something like that. Or maybe even those television testing, the one with all the lines and makes that really loud, annoying noise. You could do that too. Come to think of it. This one I just had bought the stickers because I needed some more boy type stuff. So I bought a couple sheets of these little wrestler stickers. They were like on clearance for 75 cents at Michael's. So. And I threw some holographic stars in there, thinking that it would look kind of cute. I did some more of that drizzle kind of black stuff. I had done a pendant and it looked really cool like that, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that effect again. These have clear acrylic skulls in them. They don't stick out as much as I'd like them to, but I tried to go for like an Edgar Allan Poe theme because of the skull, and I thought, oh, it'll look like ink, but with the red, it really didn't stick out as much as I wanted it to. It might look better with white, so I might try that next time. And I have a ton of these Oreos just because they're easy to pour, and I'm gonna make like just little charms out of them. Here's another TV. Did that one in silver instead of black. Silver bats. This is gonna be really long. I can just tell. Here's a couple more of those skulls that I did. These ones I tried to do a blood drip effect, but the transparent dye just kind of went all over on me. So I just poured a white background on them just to kind of salvage them. They stick up a little bit more in person, but I might glaze them and see what happens. I did some of the molds that I haven't tried out yet. Football helmet and a baseball hat. Our high school colors around here are blue and white, so I figured I'll do royal blue and maybe, some of the high schools in a bigger city. I think theirs are blue and red and white and orange and black, so we'll probably end up doing some of that stuff too. These I seen somebody do on the forums too. They had like the bat and kind of the tummy of the bear. It floated up a little bit, but it looks like he's hanging on to it. So, and I tried to do pumpkins too. Here's another one, kind of floated down. Like, I tried to do the pumpkins, but they didn't want to sit because I had some pumpkin confetti, and even though the clear coat was dry, the pumpkin, I guess, wasn't covered enough and the black floated in between it, so now it just looks like he has like a belt on. This one, I can just see it kind of covered the whole thing. I'll probably end up painting those or something. I did a few Instagram pieces. I'm going to paint those up too. Here's a couple more. I did a bunch of candy corn. You've probably seen that in the last one that I was on. I think the orange coat, or the orange layer. I'm running out of room. I did a bunch of small hearts because I'm going to try and do some conversation hearts, and it's a good way to try out some of the new paints that I got too. These are the neon yellow ones. And then I have neon orange ones, neon green ones, and I have neon pink too. And then I tried that with all my pastel ones too. So I have purple, blue. These are just extra royal blue. Excuse me. Like a mint. And then I did, this one I'm going to try and paint up like Mardi Gras masquerade mask and put some feathers on. I thought that would be kind of cool. I might try that with one of the black ones too. So like paint like red on this one. I don't have any feathers, but I'm going to get some. I did a few game controllers just in gold because I had extra. Nintendo controller. This one's going to be like a Cheshire cat, but I'm going to base it off of the Alice Returns to Madness video game. So he's kind of like a gray, and he has a really giant smile. He's kind of a gothic, more of a gothic style. I guess if any of you have seen, I think it's something McGee. That's the company who makes the game. If you just Google Alice Returns to Madness, I'm sure the cat will pop up. But he's kind of a creepier cat, so I'm going to try and base that one off of that. I did a couple kitty outlines with rainbow. It's really the only Hello Kitty thing I have. People were asking me at the craft show. I'm like, okay, I'll do some Hello Kitty stuff. Just not a Hello Kitty person, but I have a pastel pink heart too, I guess. Did a strawberry. Getting down to the end here. Here's another. This is a bigger printout, but it's just another Sons of Anarchy. These I tried to do blood drip, and I tried to put some of those little half-round acrylics in there to look like blood cells, but I put the dye in too soon like I did with everything else this time because I did them all at the same time. This one was just transparent red. Here's a couple more blood slides. This one worked out okay. That one, not bad. I did some Wii remotes, 2 in white and 2 in black. An extra gray heart. And Zelda Triforce in gold. Kind of like a gingerbread peep. I don't know, I might end up just painting that one. Just a random one. I did a bunch of those little wings that I'm gonna try and put on some stuff. I did some in Pearlex, and then I did some in silver. These might make cute little rings too, because they're not very big. Did a couple of these too. Hearts. The black was already poured and I had extra gold, so I just threw that in there. An extra cellophane heart. Another Oreo. I did a couple gumball machines because the one I painted turned out really nice, so I just did them in clear. And black camera. And I did a couple of these. I did one in red and black, and then I did one in orange and black. These are, it's a silicone mold from Molded from Love, and I just kind of tilted it like this, and I poured, I guess I did the orange first. So I kind of tilted it and let it sit, and then I laid it flat, be like that, and then poured the rest. I just thought it'd be a little bit different than just pouring it all one color. Another purple heart. I had another image of this Mod Podge already, so I thought I would try a Polaroid picture, and I just painted painted the background black, and then I domed the photo in there. I think it turned out okay. I like it. I don't know if I showed this. This is Assassin's Creed. I did the outline red. I think the black flag logo looks like this. I'm not sure. I've only seen commercials. All right, and last but not least, the two things, my mistake, and then I tried to recreate my mistake, and it worked all right. I need to fix it. But this was the first one I did, and I'm absolutely in love with it. And I'm never, ever going to sell it. I tried to make it look like blood drops, but it didn't work out that way. I poured the rim in clear, and then I put transparent red dye from Cast and Craft in there. And that's the same thing I use for my blood slides and everything. So I'm like, okay, it should work fine. But it wasn't tacky enough. So it just kind of sat there. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm just going to try and salvage it. So I poured a clear layer before it was dry or anything and put this image in there right away before it had a chance to bleed in. And it just kind of feathered out into that clear layer. And it looks so freaking cool. I love it. And I tried to recreate it. Well, I poured a white background on it, obviously. But then I tried to recreate it with this one. And it worked okay. I think I put too much dye in, though, because it didn't feather as much as I would have liked it to. It kind of did down here. But I think this one looks nice. It bled in a little bit on the top, but I think it looks cool anyways. I'm going to try and maybe do just some ones without images in them and just let it feather in, because I just think it looks super cool. And I might try and get some more of those transparent Cast and Craft dyes to do other colors besides red, because that's just the only one I have. But I think they look really cool. Those are my favorites out of them. That and then the coffee things that I've been doing. That's kind of cool too. That is it. Look at that. That's a lot of stuff to sand. Too much stuff to sand. Guess we'll have to do that before we paint. But, and before it gets too cold, because it's been like 30 degrees. But anyway, that's all. I'm sorry, it's like half an hour. I might break the video up into 2 parts. We'll see. But, that's it for now. Bye, guys!